Structures and Algae, presented by María José Tarazona, Mónica Quintero, and Laura Piñeros. In the next video, we're going to talk about algae and how these have contributed to the development of structures. But first, we need to know what the algae are. So, algae are aquatic organisms that produce oxygen when they perform the process of photosynthesis. And these algae are mainly found in the seas all around the world. So the algae we have found are used on structures to absorb and recycle the CO2 or carbon dioxide from the air.
This structure was made by the group Club Collective in the gardening competition Bells et Champs that was celebrated in Geneva. In this competition, each participant has to transform a determined zone into a garden. In this case, the group Club Collective transformed a viaduct into a garden. This structure works by a closed system that is made with transparent tubes and equipment of filters, pumps, and solar panels. Those transparent tubes carry inside algae and water. The algae are Clonella pseudocliniana, and those type of algae absorb the carbon dioxide that the cars expel.
The algae used in the experiment can be used to generate fuel to make cosmetics and even medicines. Carbon dioxide is obtained from cars passing under the bridge, which helps reduce the environmental pollution they produce. They take advantage of carbon dioxide that expels vehicles to produce biomass. Solar energy helps keep the pipe system clean, and the process begins when the carbon dioxide through the filter and the water reserve is injected into the pump and the feeding vessel.
But absorb CO2 and recycle it is not the only use that we can give to the algae. In France, the French biochemist Pierre Calleja is the creator of a new lamp fed by algae. It absorbs CO2, of course, but it also produces light, so they can replace the traditional bulbs on the streets.
Its operation is completely independent of the electrical network. The logic of the process is taking advantage of the photosynthesis of bright green algae to produce energy. Transparent plexiglass windows allow algae to use some of the sunlight, while LEDs connected to the mains illuminate the interior to compensate for the lack of light necessary for the survival of plants.
This process happens on a tube filled with the algae, and when the photosynthesis process takes place, they generate energy and luminosity. It also consumes 1 ton of CO2 per year, which is very helpful for the planet. That amount of CO2 is the same captured by 150 trees. This means that if we use algae, we are not only recycled CO2, but we are also replaced trees that we have already cut all over the world. So we can assume that the algae are the future.
Created using Powtoon.